I'm Shivam. I'm the founder and CEO of AlmaBetter, and I wholeheartedly welcome you all to today's occasion. And so we have been joined by our students, alumni, career coaches, instructors, moderators, and our core team members, and our hiring partners as well. So I welcome you all again, and I hope so. This is going to be a informal you know meeting, right? So you all should be very comfortable all this while, and I hope you have a good time today. So just to set the context, I'll first discuss about the agenda that we have for this, and then probably, so I think a lot of you have been wishing us in chat. I thank all of you, and I see very creative ways of wishing, right? So thank you everyone. And yeah, so basically, today I think a lot of you have already joined, but we are, I think, a 3,000 plus member community. So I think a lot more people can still join in. So if you know any of your colleagues or your friends who want to join in, please do let them know and make them join this event. It's going to be a fun one. And yeah, so we will be providing goodies to each and every one of you who are part of this occasion today. And yeah, so just make sure that your friends do not miss out on the goodies. So towards the end, I'll tell you the process to claim all the goodies. So we have got a lot of them for today's event. Yeah, so I think I'll start with the agenda. So basically, we'll have a short intro of our team as to, you might be curious as to, most of you are students and you might be curious as to what goes behind the scenes at Alma Better, right? So how are they able to handle all of this and what goes in, right? What type of people work here? What type of teams are there inside, right? So we'll try to give you a sense of that today, and then we'll discuss about the things that went well and the things that we struggled with last year, as in the last 1 year, and the impact that we were able to create. And then we have invited all of our alumni, and we'll try to do an informal talk with them as to how their experience was with Alma Mater, and probably you'll be able to relate much more because they have been into that phase, and most of you want to get into a career in the field of data science, right? And then we'll have a fun quiz towards the end, and post that we'll conclude with what we see as the next steps and where Alma Better goes from now onwards, right? So what are the new offerings that are going to come in the next year, and so on, right? So this is more or less the agenda, but we'll try to keep it very fun. So one thing that I want to mention to all the attendees, today we are going to be very very informal, and we'll talk about things that we generally do not talk about, or generally people do not talk about in a formal setup. So you are free to ask any sort of question, be it personal, professional, about Alma Beta, about us in general. So I think all the core team members have joined in, right? Along with right, so along with various alumni. So you can you can shoot a question to anyone in the Q&A section, and then we'll try to take them up, right? So feel free to ask any question that you have, as in what we do, are we that serious the whole time, or might be wondering as to how our lives are. So maybe you can frame some good questions and try to get a sneak peek into what we do at Alma Better and outside Alma Better as well, right? So great. So I think that context being set, I would like to just pause the share, and maybe uh, Arshan, Alok, Ravi, you guys can speak a few words about anything, and then probably we'll start with.
Hey guys, hi everyone. I hope I'm audible, right? Yeah, so guys, welcome to this foundation day of AlmaBetter. So, yeah, 1 year ago we started this journey, and obviously it has been a very thrilling journey so far. And like it would not have been possible with you all around, like everyone, the instructors, mentors, students, employees, and like all the wider community. So yeah, this day is like for all of you, for all of us, and yeah, it feels really good to be at this stage after 1 year.
Right. So yeah, Alok, you want to say share?
So, like, it's really overwhelming. Like, we are seeing a lot of participants here. And when we started with few people, and right now we are strong, 3,000 community team, right? Community members in our like whole community we have. And it's very close community, right? Like anyone can contact us, anyone can like have interaction with us, and it gives us a lot of joy when we see that people are getting success through us, right? And that is what we dreamt 1 year back. So I'm really happy that we have successfully completed 1 year, and there is a lot of things we are going to achieve in subsequent years, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so thank you, Alok. And first of all, thanks to everyone for turning up. It's a very, very nice feeling meeting you all today and together celebrating our first anniversary. So, since many of our students are here, and I'm sure all of them have joined with the single biggest objective that they want to get a job in the data science domain. So it would be good if you could talk about, a little bit about the placement side as well. So if you look at the edtech sector as a whole, it has grown tremendously in the last few years, and the growth has been aided by the expansion of internet across the most remotest parts of our country now. And the perception of people about the effectiveness of learning in the online format has changed a lot. Now, I must say the biggest change was, of course, driven by COVID in terms that parents who initially thought that learning cannot happen over internet did not have a choice but to support their children in attending classes online. If I think about it now, it was the most important breakthrough in driving the growth of the edtech sector as a whole. Now, through this story, I wanted to tell you that, you must have understood that the problem of access to online education was solved. And this triggered a plethora of companies offering online education across all categories of learners. And but as all of this unfolded, I was personally a bit sad because all these companies, which call themselves modern age companies, they were just too busy in providing content and kind of extracting as much money from the audience as possible. There was no promise of outcome anywhere. And it felt more and more like more and more cheaters have planted their foot very strongly in the industry. And this, in a way, presented an opportunity before us that we could kind of come up with something that was outcome oriented in learning. And that is where we came up with the idea that, okay, we can combine the training and the placement together. And basically, if we believe that we could provide learning of the highest quality, we should also be able to guarantee the outcome that it holds, which is a job in data science domain. And we as a company should earn profits only if our customers get the ultimate benefit that they have intended at the basically start of joining our platform. Now, it is indeed a very unique proposition which requires a lot of commitment and honesty in whatever we are doing. But thanks to our team who always believe that we could actually achieve what we have set out to achieve. And if I look back now, we have delivered jobs to almost everyone to whom we made this promise of giving them a job. And speaking in terms of numbers, I would say that our average placement package has been about 8 LPA. And many people have also gotten packaged up to 13, 14 LPA at entry level positions. Now, this speaks volumes about the commitment that we put into entire ecosystem of AlmaBetter that we have. And today we are very, very confident about getting our students placed as we have a very fast growing network of hiring partners. We have almost close to 200 plus hiring partners as of now, and this number is growing every day because the more and more numbers are more and more students are getting placed at companies. This number is kind of growing, and everybody, even the companies, have this FOMO that, okay, I should hire AlmaBetter candidates, is the notion that I see among the hiring partners now. So basically, to sum things up, I would say that we are extremely proud of our achievements in the last year, and of course there are many, many miles to go, but in our initial journey we have outdone many of our competitors. And I would like to thank everyone who has been with us in this journey. So yeah, thank you guys.
Right. Great. I think, yeah, so well explained the entire context of why we come into picture, and why we are putting all of this effort, right? And I guess many of you are missing someone, right? So uh,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, so I think Vikas has a very good fan following amongst the community, and that's why he decided to keep that. You know,
So
his,
surprise is on
It's
the
for
way.
everyone.
So
Yeah.
let's
Now
just wait
Vikas
for
is
a
being
few minutes.
bonus.
right. So I think he is the most loved one in the community.
Of course.
Yeah.
For the initial batches, he was the one everybody was kind of obsessed with Vikas taking classes, and as this, that is where it started. Even today, I think everyone who watches his videos, they are mighty impressed. And so, guys, just to tell you, Vikas will be here with us in a few minutes. He just had to run somewhere and couldn't be here on time, but we will see him soon. So don't worry
We
about
see
not
in
being.
chat, Vikas sir OP.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Vikas sir is totally capable of starting off a YouTube channel with already a million subscriber in place. Easily do that. He can pull that off very easily.
Yeah.
Right. So I think, yeah. So about Vikas, he was the one who uh, took many of the classes when we first began, right? And our instructors kind of had a hard time coping up with that, on that liking, right? So people uh, generally wanted to see Vikas in everything, but Vikas can not take 8 lectures at a time, so that is how it is now, right?
Good thing
Uh,
is that
yeah,
what Vikas had in his mind, the way he undertook all those lectures,
right,
all of them have been built into a process which others have to follow. So we are
right.
expecting, and it is evident that we have many, many more instructors who would be, who are taking classes which are as good as Vikas's, and maybe somebody will come turn up who
Right, right.
that
And we have seen instructors who have, with that by following that process, they have bypassed
yeah,
in their teaching styles. But I think there is still a decent fan following of Vikas out
that
there.
will always remain, I think. And it's so
We
deep.
see a lot of name here, like other than Vikas. It's
Yes,
like it is very
Hardik,
fortunate for us that we
Mayank,
have a lot of
right,
quality instructors.
Actually, at some point of time, we were contemplating to rename AlmaBetter to Vikas sir classes, but then we gave up on that idea midway.
okay. Great. So I think, yeah, so Mayank, Hardik, and all these names coming up, it's very good to see people appreciating teachers, right? So, we have a lot of respect for our entire coach community over here. And without them, I don't think we able to cater to such a huge demand of learning, right? Which is coming to us. In fact, as you will see when I show you the team, our learning team is bigger than our sales team. So probably that says a lot about the kind of organization we strive to be. So I do not mean to offend any companies as such, but
None will get offended. They're
See, it's
highly.
important to put things into perspective. And I'm personally involved in looking at business side of things. So I could tell you that there are companies in the tech sector where the sales team is 10 times larger than the learning team. So the focus is on selling those courses to as many people as possible, and having bare minimum people to kind of push the learning content that they have already have. So which is why the innovation kind of thing stopped in the last 3-4 years. So many companies have gotten funding and they have a lot of money, etc. But if you look at the quality of content that is being delivered in the way, or maybe the way of operations, it has not evolved so much as the learning. So everybody has can buy courses of, let's say, X and Y and Z. I must say of Byju's, but but you know the promise of outcome has been thoroughly missing. It is yet missing. But hopefully, because we have that passion of providing that outcome oriented learning, probably in the future, who knows, like we could be standing across those guys and saying that, okay, outcome oriented learning is the future, and we are here to give it to those, give that to people in a promising way. So that is the intent. Let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed, probably we will be able to do it, right?
right. So Vikas is now here. So I
Yeah.
think
Sir Vikas.
Okay, bro.
Sir Vikas is here. So now we have decided that we won't be just saying Vikas, we will always be adding the prefix sir, because that's how it goes, right? Because you have such a huge fan following out here. So it's actually mandatory to do at least that.
Yeah.
so.
Lord,
Vikas, you're
Lord
muted.
Vikas.
Can you
In
unmute?
chat, see, Lord
Yeah,
Vikas
yeah,
is here. No.
yeah. So first of all, very good afternoon to everyone who has joined in this session. And I think, yeah, I joined a bit late, so sorry about that. So I hope you all are doing well. And because this is our 1 year anniversary, so I think, yeah, we are all pretty excited, and we have been we have accomplished, I would say, tremendously. We have been making great progress towards ensuring that providing very better learning to our students. So we have been experimenting with a lot of different models, and I think you guys would know. And we're just trying to provide you with the best set of resources so that that can help you build a better career. So that's what I would say, right?
So that people are telling you, OG, I hope you are going through the comments and all right. I
Yeah, yeah.
see the fan following out
Very
there.
interesting
Welcome,
to see all these comments. Sabka saath, sabka vikas.
Right, right,
Nice.
Sabka saath, sabka
right.
vikas.
So
That
in fact, there is a comment. So the voice of Vikas blowing in my ear even after I sleep. So hopefully, I'm not giving people nightmares. It's those equations and all those things. Hopefully, you are recalling in your dreams. I hope it is only that. And
also Vikas sir is Dhoni. Kiran says Vikas sir is Dhoni. Yeah, that's a good compliment.
No, Kiran said Dhoni is Vikas, sir. So it's
Vikas.
his compliment.
right, right,
Whoa, whoa.
Dhoni is someone
right.
like somebody else.
Yeah,
As you can run for elections, I guess now. It's high time you should take a career switch.
Vikas teaches us for 100 rupees if given 1 rupees. So good, good one.
right, right. Yeah, sabka saath, sabka vikas. Definitely, guys.
Okay. Uh, right. So,
Uh,
uh,
one question you need to address, Vikas. Who is that lady looking behind you at us?
Okay, so that is a pretty famous painting. So it's called "The Girl with a Pearl Earring." So in fact, I don't know much details about the painting, but I liked it, so I just bought it.
right. So
Right.
the beauty of that painting is that if you are there in the room, it will seem like she's looking at you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
from whatever angle you look at the painting.
and your
So
friend would feel the same. So you
Correct.
might quarrel a bit on that.
right.
Yeah.
So
So one lady,
that
please,
kind of.
please
Yeah,
suggest.
but the point is, but there is one catch. When Vikas is there, then the painting will only look at Vikas.
Don't laugh.
No other.
Right. So someone is saying, can you please say this is Vikas, founder and CEO of AlmaBetter? Because most probably because in every lecture I've taken, in every class, I've always started saying this, right? So I've always started the lecture by introducing myself as founder and CTO. So that's why, yeah, people are just having a jab at me. That's fine. Right.
No, we are not trolling him. SK is saying team
Right.
trolling Vikas.
Anna,
We
that's
speak
the
highly of
utmost
him.
respect that we have. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are bowing down actually.
Right. Great
Right.
questions coming up. So how is the financial condition of AlmaBetter and what problem
Yeah.
guys face?
Happy that you guys are
Right.
caring about our health. So that's
Right.
really
Our
nice to know.
financial condition depends upon your placements. That's what I would say. So the better you guys perform, the better is the financial condition out here. So yeah, it's all very interlinked. So and that's the right way things should be moving in EdTech. That's what Ravi was actually mentioning.
So, like basically, till now, since placements have been great, the financial condition is great. So as of now, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone is asking where we will Ehsan. Okay. I
Okay.
think they were asking about our.
Right. So I think I should introduce the entire team has joined. So all of AlmaBetter has joined, and I request all our team members to please turn on your videos. So I'll be giving a shout out of all the names of the people who are actually into uh, in AlmaBetter, right? So let me first share my screen as well. So, or maybe I can just do it like this. So we have essentially four different uh, functions, right? More or less till now we have been able to create 4 distinct functions. One, the first one that I want to talk about is, of course, student success team, right? Our student success team is headed by Alok, and um, so Chirag, Soumya, Arushi, Anand, Varjan, and Saad, they are joined by Alok in the student success team, right? So these are the people who are taking care of all the learning analytics, plus content, plus curriculum, plus processes around learning, plus taking care of all the requests that come in from the community, right? So mentorship, instructorship, career coaching, all of these activities are taken care of by this team, right? So uh, and yeah, so I
I
think you
guess
can wave your hand so the student
I guess
success
a
team
lot of
can
fan following
raise their
for
hand.
Anand Rajpal.
Anand,
Yes.
definitely. That's
Anand,
what I was
and
about to say, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's an
So
unsung warrior, someone
yeah,
wrote, I
so
guess.
Anand should definitely wave to his.
Right, right. So the student success team, can you wave your hand so people know, right? Yeah, I think people are here. Okay, great. I think next is counseling and partnerships, right? So both we have to talk to many people who are outside of AlmaBetter. So first community is the biggest one is the student community that wants to enroll into our programs, right? They have a lot of questions as to how things. So once you come into the program, you feel a bit more closer because you have the Slack channel, you can ask your doubts and all of that. But to an outsider, it kind of feels very bizarre to as to how things will happen inside, right? So all that support and counseling is provided by our counseling and partnerships team. So partnerships essentially means partnerships with hiring partners and all other third party stakeholders, right? So um, so in our counseling and partnerships team, we have Ravi, Rashmi, Lalita, Pratibha, and Ashwini. So can you guys wave your hand? So
And
yeah.
I think they can also say a bit so that their video can come on the top, I guess.
Right. So I think it should show up, right? I
Yeah,
think the
everyone can
gallery
just
view.
say
Yeah,
hi
otherwise,
or something.
it would also take a lot of time. So maybe I think
Yeah.
many of us are not also here.
Right, right, right. Um, you're not able to see any team members. How
Just
come?
say hi, I think. Saying
Yeah, we
hi.
could say hi and maybe speak out
Right.
names if they identify you. So everyone, this is Ravi.
Okay, I think
I'm
the gallery view should be there. So now I think it's sorted, right?
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
the learning team say hi now once? Learning team,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi
Right.
everyone.
I think
Hi
it's
everyone.
sorted now. So yeah, now the counseling and partnerships team can say hi.
Yeah, hello guys.
So great. Um,
Hi everyone.
right. So people are happy seeing Anand's face for once. He has been behind the scenes always.
Right.
So that's probably great, great. Now, this then comes the product, right? So product and engineering. So specifically in the engineering team, we have Vikas leading the team with Rajat, Nitin, Anshit, and Gaurav, right? So can you guys wave your hand? Great,
Nice.
right? So, yep. And then we have so we have one more function, which is product and growth. So this is headed by Arshan and joined by Gautam, Akash, Shubham, Arpit, and Daksha. So can you
Hi,
guys also
hi
wave?
guys.
Right. So
Guys.
Hi,
so
hi.
this is the team, right? So 4 core functions, and I have probably not taken my name, but I generally take care of everything. But if I have to associate with one department, that would be definitely student success. And I've been very closely working with Alok to oversee things, right? Because it's my personal favorite to see the process and make sure that the learning of the students are becomes the utmost priority, right? So yeah, that's probably it. And uh, right, so we'll talk about things like yeah, a lot of questions coming as to what's the logic behind the name Alma Better. And so we'll talk about probably me and Vikas will talk a bit about the tribal names we had thought. If it was not Alma Better, what would it have been? So
Right.
we'll probably talk about that as well,
Yeah.
right? So great. I think I introduced the team, but this is just the small core team which manages things, builds things. But our larger fraternity, who are helping us deliver this learning, is the 120 member strong team of instructors, career coaches, and mentors, and we are very grateful to them. uh, you know they have been associated with us for quite some time. And one of the fun facts about things like people like there are people who are very very senior to us. And one of the fun facts that I want to share is that whoever joined us in Alma Better, no one left till now as a coach or as a mentor, right? So no one left Alma Better because I just don't want to do this, right? So that's how conducive the environment is over here uh, internally. And I think kudos to the entire team. They pulled this off quite well, right? So yeah, I think I wanted to mention this. Plus, one more thing about our team is that we have been very fortunate to be able to hire two people from our student community itself, and it gives me great pleasure to share this. Right, so Soumya, probably many of you know Soumya and Shubham were members of the pro community, and they uh, have joined us in our core team and have been helping us as data scientists and uh, in data science tools, right? So that's a big achievement is what I feel, because we have been able to pick people, train them from scratch, no data science to data scientist at Alma Better through Alma Better. And this is something which is really really amazes me sometimes, right? So yeah. So meaning of Alma Better and these questions, I think we should address this. Uh,
I think yeah, I can explain.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead,
I
Vikas.
think they want to
Right.
hear from you more.
You only, yeah.
Right. So
That's what I was saying.
essentially, I'll give you the context. So back in August 2020, so me and Shivam, we were discussing that we should do definitely something like this, where we can provide pay after placement model. And because we were data scientists, so the easiest thing to do was to start in this data science domain. So we were thinking a lot of different names. So we came up names like Gradler. So something like which could be for a graduate, so that they can attend this program and they can get a job. So we're thinking of other names. So what was some apart from Gradler? Shivam, do you recall?
So
I did remember.
sort of quite some names which had school in the end.
Right, right. So
Um,
Floatant, in
right,
fact, yeah, that stems from yeah, way back. But
right.
then we came up with this name Alma Better. So it's sort of a not a pun, but essentially what we wanted to say that it's a better form of your alma mater, right? So alma mater is the previous institution or university that you have attended, and because this word alma starts with al, right? So we thought that it would be really cool that we can highlight al as ai, and that would be something very close to what we are offering, right? And that name sort of stuck, and we really liked it, and so we went ahead and registered the domain. And I think yeah, everyone sort of likes this name, so thanks to me, I guess.
Thanks to you,
Right.
Vikas.
Thanks, Vikas. Right. So, guys, can you guess who designed the logo, or decided the colors of
Which the earlier one or the new one?
I think the
confirm?
earlier theme is what you're asking.
The
The red.
earlier one? The earlier one.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone also said Daksha, ma'am. Okay. Will also.
That's a good guess, actually.
Yeah.
But the
There
first
is
thing
Lord
that you
Vikas, sir.
need is the logo,
Someone
right?
said
So,
Lord Vikas, sir. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Right. So,
Sangeeta,
It's
ma'am. Okay.
Sangeeta, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I think yeah. So it was decided by Vikas, right? So
Lord Vikas.
Lord Vikas, sir.
Right, but Shivam approved it. So yeah.
Okay, great. I think yeah. So next theme that I think we should talk about a bit is I think first we should answer the questions, right? What made us start and what are the difficulties that we faced? I think a lot of you want to know this. So yeah, so we started not last year, but last to last year with a company named Floatant, right? So we started with that, and there we were. So we basically worked as data scientists, right? So all of you know me, Vikas, um, Arshan, and Alok. So we guys are data scientists, and post college we have been working as a data scientist, right? So me, Vikas, and Alok, decided to kind of help out a few students become few aspirants become data scientists, but we did not have that big a vision at that point of time, right? So just 2 to 3 years in the industry, and we were also learning a lot of stuff. So we just decided that okay, part time, can we help out a few students, and the things that we have learned by struggling in this field, can we just make life easier for some people, right? Not as a business, but just as a part time hobby, right? So we did not. So me, Alok, and Vikas. I think Vikas has a lot of hobbies, but me and Alok, more or less, we just like watching television and stuff like that. So no big no uh, passionate hobbies as such. So we all decided that okay, me and decided that okay, we are just wasting our time after office. May as well help out some students and start something, right? So that way we started with Floatant, and we helped out a few students. I think we had 400 learners. So we created content, we delivered live lectures, but the thing was that we used to charge money upfront, and just like any other regular it was more of a tuition than an institute. So that is how we used to see it, right? And we just helped out a few learners get jobs and all of that. That gave us the confidence that we can do this at scale, right? So that is where it all started. And then so Alok had a few commitments here and there. So me and Vikas, we were talking one night about our days at Floatant, and how. So maybe so there were a few learners who approached us saying that why don't you guys continue, and this thing we so there were some learners who left out and then they wanted to join again. So that kind of led us, me and Vikas, to think that okay, can we do something much more in a much more better, grander, elegant fashion, right? And we were very fortunate uh, to start at that point of time, wherein thinking at that point of time wherein this COVID thing was going on, right? And that kind of hit us that okay, we should uh, right now I don't think anyone will pay us, right, as a new brand. So if we were to work, we had to work with Floatant to get instant traction. But if we want to get with a new brand and start afresh, there'd be a lot of challenges, right? So we just thought that okay, this time I don't think we should charge money upfront, because probably no one will give us right? So we just thought that okay, let's we have that faith, we have delivered results in the past, so we know that we can do it. So me and Vikas said that okay, let's start a cohort, and let's place them, right? As simple as that. And then we'll think about the money and everything, right? So let's see how this goes. And that's how me and Vikas on that night. So it was probably the night of 6th August
Yeah.
2020. And that's how we
Right.
started. It
So
started from a WhatsApp.
right. And once we got this idea, so we started working on it. So we designed how the application process would be and all the other stuff. And we also got ourselves registered. And within 2 weeks, we launched our website. And I think after that, we have been getting really good reception and feedback from all the learners. I think I read a question, and someone was asking who was the first student. So maybe Shivam, you would want to highlight who was our first
I
student?
think in Floatant or in AlmaBetter? In
No, in
AlmaBetter,
Alma
I
Better.
guess the first student was Vanshika.
Vanshika,
If
yeah. So
not wrong.
Vanshika was the first student.
Yeah. Okay, great. I think, yeah, so 6th August was when it started. 21st August is when we launched the website. That also happens to be my birthday. So I wanted to just launch it within 15 days. So I worked really hard to get everything up and running in 15 days. Right. So the first form of the website and everything, I know we designed it ourselves in a very short span of time, and then we registered our company with the new name and everything on 18th. So that's the official date, but the website was launched in August, right?
Yeah.
So who's the
And
girl who advertised about Alma Better? So the video, I think he's talking about the video, right?
right. So I
Right.
think, yeah, she's my cousin sister.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so how did we guys meet? So I hope you guys know that me and Vikas, Alok, and Arshan, we come from the same college, same batch, IIT
In
Kharagpur.
fact, Rajat as well. So we
Right. So
all are
Rajat
from
as well.
IDKHP, right?
Yes, correct. So and Ravi joined us. So Ravi is from IIT Delhi, and I am Lucknow. So right. So he is much more into business. Right. He understands business much more than us. Right. We were all data scientists, and we knew how to do business through code. He knows how to do business not through code, but by just talking. Right. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
And
And
I
yes,
think
so, right. So, how did we get hiring partners initial? So, I think the challenges were really great, and it taught us a lot. So, initially, see, the thing is with hiring partners, we knew that if we get hold of 4 to 5, we and so those 4 to 5 companies would be a very good hold to attract other companies, right? So, generally in corporates, what happens is that if you get hold of a few companies, few clients, their competitors would want to do the same thing, right? So that is how FOMO works in corporates. So that worked well for us, I think. And the first 4 to 5, how did we get that? So we were able to place a lot of students from Floatant itself in various companies, and they knew us, right? So we had a personal connect with those companies. Plus, we have friends. We had friends who are working in these companies, and they kind of shared our word to these companies, and that's how we got hold of the first few hiring partners, right?
Yeah, in fact, in this domain of hiring partners, initially there was a time when we were reaching out to people, but now Ravi will better say that Ravi is actually rejecting companies that no, this one should not be the one. So he is now in a stage where he shortlist companies. So that has been a great kind of move from the where we started and where we are now.
Right.
And actually, it's very understandable. See, the way people are using data, companies are collecting data, and everybody needs to analyze that kind of data to kind of generate signals which can help in business growth. But there are very few data scientists actually who are there in our country, because the traditional colleges, they don't provide data science education. There are few upskilling organizations which are providing certificates and not necessarily the skill. So there is a big gap, and when we reach out to companies saying that we can provide you data scientists who would be kind of productive from day one at the job itself, because our curriculum is designed like that, so that gives a lot of trust to them. And so making hiring partners has been pretty easy, I would say now. And we have so many hiring partners now, we don't really need to bother. And we just need that there is an ecosystem of a lot of students who are motivated to become data scientists. There are processes built around becoming a data scientist. If you can follow that, there is a sure guarantee that you would become a data scientist. So that's a stage that we are in currently. So yeah, nothing to worry as such.
And I think people want to hear from Arushi. So
okay.
Arushi, could you please speak to your fan following?
So, hi everyone, and so it's great to see you all here today. And I'm really delighted to be a part of the Alma Better team and help you out in any way possible.
Right.
So, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think anyone. So Soumya, you want to talk to? You also have a good fan following amongst your,
Yeah.
fellow friends and all. You want to talk
People
about?
relate to Soumya more, I guess,
Right.
as compared to everyone else. So yeah.
I think Soumya is the first alumni of the alumni talk. So Soumya, how was your experience? Coming from seeing the entire journey end to end and then landing up here.
Yeah, hi everybody, and welcome everybody to this Alma AlmaBetter Foundation. And I was a pro student, and I joined AlmaBetter in February. And after that, I struggled and hustled for 3 months to get into Alma. And at that time, at the first time that when I joined AlmaBetter, I didn't see any placement, any pre-placement or any placement. And after that, after entering into AlmaBetter, I saw Devashish Bose, who is the first to get placed. And at that time, it was just practical that yeah, he got placed, and now yeah, we will also able to place. And that was the first motivation I got. And similarly, I got into it, and I hustled and I struggled, and I got into Alma X. And even after entering into Alma X, there are many things that I faced difficulties, and there are mentors also there, and they helped us a lot. And I had a connection with Shibam and Alok. They helped me a lot. And one day I just text Alok that I am demotivated, and suddenly he called me, asked me at what makes you demotivated, and yeah, all the stuff. And they helped me a lot. And yeah, and after that, and suddenly I got an opportunity to get into AlmaBetter as an employee and the data scientist. And now I'm working with learning team, and I have designed some 2 to 3 materials, and I am also designing the competency test. And I am getting a lot of questions regarding it. And yeah, that's my journey from my that part to this now, and I'm here.
Great. I think, yeah, so we are very fortunate to have a person like Soumya join us. I know how dedicated he is, right? So, uh, right. So I think.
People are requesting easy बनाइयो थोड़ा competition.
I think a few people have a fan following on Anand Rajpal's hairstyle. So Anand, do you want to give any hair care advice to people?
Yeah, it's just a lockdown effect. So I haven't had any long hair. So it's just lockdown effect. Started getting compliments, then I grew. And that's all.
Mama Earth.
Great. Okay, I think yeah. So I think Subham did not join, right? Subham is there. Subham.
Shubham was
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Shubham is here.
Subham was
yeah,
there, I guess.
Hey,
yeah,
Subham. Yeah. So
yeah.
Subham
Hey.
also joined us recently. And he has also been a pro member and then Almax and then to Alma Better full time, right?
Yeah,
So
actually, yeah. See, the best thing about Elma Better is how supportive everyone is. I've never felt like any time, even as a student, as an alumni, as an employee, never have I ever encountered any situation where I felt like I'll not be helped. They're always there for you, and you'll see in coming time, you'll be in situations where you'll require people to talk to you, and I mean, everyone Vikas, Shivam, Ravi, Arshan, and Alok also. Everyone is very kind, humble, always there for you. So do your best. These people will never let you down.
uh, thanks so much, Subham, and we
Yeah.
are glad to have you in our team. Right. So I think, yeah. So one point that you should take away from what Shubham, and maybe we'll talk with Dilawar, Yagnik, who all have joined in. So you'll one thing that all will say is that you have to hustle, right? So there is no alternative to hard work. So you have to put in that effort, and there will be periods wherein there will be highs, there will be lows, but you have to keep that consistent effort, keep putting that effort, and only then the results would come, right? So we are also putting our efforts day in and day out, but it's a two-sided process, right? So so you guys have to be very, very active in your learning journey, and that is how you will be able to reap the best out of the curriculum, the content. Yeah. Any uh any witty comments coming in?
चिराग बेनीवाल
No,
हर्ष
I
का भाई. That's it.
I think there was one comment on Anand, I guess. So I hope so I think he was saying he gets those Slack notification sounds in his dreams. So I think that that was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a lot of people are talking about the upcoming plans as well. So, we'll talk about it as well. So, as I said, it's towards the end, right? We'll talk about the upcoming plans and why the names of mountains. This is
Mountains,
also a
yeah,
good
this is a good question.
question. Yeah. So, essentially, when we thought about it, we had different choices, rivers and cities.
Cities,
uh,
right?
and Vikas being a vocab fanatic, and he loves foreign places, foreign cities. So he wanted to make it a money heist kind of a nomenclature. So he wanted to call cohort Tokyo, but we just thought that we should keep it much more Indian till Indian mountains exist. So why mountains? Essentially, we want you guys to uh, dream high, right? That's probably the reason, right? So Alma Better, we've always tried to provide access to high growth careers, right? So we want you guys to dream high, right? And that's probably the reason why we went with mountains, right? It
Yeah,
gives a
it
sense
has got an association of reaching the peak, hustling it out there, and once you reach there, you have like accomplished a great feat.
Mhm.
right,
So that kind of synergy kicks into place. So we hope to actually imbibe that across the community.
right.
And coincidentally, Aravalli is the oldest mountain
Right.
hill range in India, right? And the Himalaya is sort of a relatively newer one.
That wasn't pre-planned, but yeah, that
Right,
turned
right.
out to be that way.
So, right. Yeah, cohort Kilimanjaro is on its way. So I think
I think
someone is trying.
let's fix this name for the next cohort. Cohort Kilim.
Yeah, I think let's first exhaust all the Indian mountains. So once we are done with it, then we can
Right.
move up abroad. And
Cohort Nandi Hills.
I think one student was very much worried. I think one student was very much worried. He said that what will happen if all the mountains are exhausted? So how will Alma Better run then? So
I think, yeah, that's something. Yeah, that's a point of concern in that. So,
okay, I think yeah. So we should move to the next section. I guess it's fun doing this, but I think we are getting a lot of questions. So no spoilers in the chat. I think someone said.
yeah, yeah. Don't mention Tokyo too many times,
Tokyo.
guys.
someone is saying, Ravi,
It can really ruin.
I just read one of the best comments. Ravi looking true businessman. That's like a really, really good point.
Okay.
Cohort Rajnikant will be directly enrolled into Almights.
Almighty. No, cohort Rajnikant will hire hiring partners.
Acha. Yes. Yes, that's it.
Alok sir, beard OP. Alok sir, you have got some fan for you on that beard as well.
All right.
Right. So, yeah, I think a lot of serious questions also coming in. Maybe you should visit the student support auditorium and get those sorted maybe on Monday. Okay. So let me just share my screen and take you through the next part of this event, right? So we just wanted to highlight the things that have been going well for us in the last 1 year, right? So what all we did. So we moved from a two-member Alma Better to now a 150-member community of core team plus our coaches, mentors, instructors, and everyone, right? So it feels glad to, and this kind of shows the trust that students have in us, and and that's the reason why we have to grow, right? To suffice the demand of our students, right? And we are proud that we have been able to do it without losing out on the quality aspect, right? And this stat, I personally love this one. I think I have been constantly monitoring this one, this particular metric as to how much are students engaging with us in all form of learning activities. And it's tremendous. It's huge. So 65 million minutes of learning has been delivered till now since we started in 1 year, and with a live program wherein a lot of commitment is required from the student side. It's not just the self-paced lectures. It's a huge number, to be very honest, right? So uh, and then I think we can talk about Learning 3.0, which we launched recently. The platform looks good and students are happy. I think Alok, you want to talk about this a bit, as to the response and what went well, what did not, how things are going. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Learning 3.0, we started from the perspective of encouraging students to do group study, right? So in most of the institutes, other institute, if you go and see that people, they are studying alone and they feel demotivated during the whole journey, right? Becoming a data scientist is not about like you are going to become a data scientist in 1 month. It is a journey of almost 8 to 12 months, right? And you need a team to discuss about things, right? You need a team to go forward and like whatever you are facing problem, whatever it is, right? During that journey you need someone, and that is the main drawback which we saw earlier, that people are like people were posting on Slack that okay, anyone wants to join a team or form a team, all those things. So from there itself we started brainstorming on this Learning 3.0. And then post that we were thinking okay, in Learning 3.0 what all components should be there and how we can deliver the learning outcome, how we can ensure that people are in the best format, people are in the best scenario where they are taking everything in a better way, what you are seeing currently in the online format for other institutes. So in Learning 3.0, first thing we thought about, okay, we are going to have one platform where everyone can do group discussion, form their team, and be together during the whole journey. And second thing was how should we address the live lectures, right? So in that we saw a few things like that was you guys started saying like okay, we again want live lectures, all those things. But before that, the format which we introduced, we actually discussed on that a lot, right from our JE preparation, our school experience, what all we had, right? We discussed on that okay, people should come prepared in the class. And that was our main thinking behind this. Okay, people, whenever they are coming to the class for the maximum outcome, they should come prepared to the class, so that whatever instructors are discussing, whatever points they are talking about, people will have all students will have a better understanding in that, and they are going to ask meaningful doubts in that sense if they are prepared before, if they have prepared beforehand. So that was our initial thought. We told students, okay, instructors are going to do the topic summarization. All students, they have to come prepared to the class, all those things. But somehow we realized that students are more inclined towards live lectures itself. They don't want topic summarization, all those things. So that part still, I think few students need to understand. But again, I'm pretty sure that that is going well right now. And in future also, we are slowly going to inculcate all these things. We will encourage all our students to, come prepared to the class and ask relevant questions, and be very interactive in the class. Because if you have already learned about the topics, you will have intellectual doubts and meaningful doubts which you are going to ask in the classes, right? And apart from that, Learning 3.0, there is a third pillar which we introduced that was mostly around exposing yourself to the world, right? Because right now, whatever you are learning, if you are sharing it on LinkedIn, that itself says, okay, if people are reacting to that, if people are interacting with you in that term, and if you are able to show that, okay, you are confident about your learning, that itself says a lot, right? It itself motivates you a lot to carry forward and to pursue this whole data science domain. So that's why that's the third pillar. We introduced mega contest and all those things with the huge prizes, right? And we encourage every one of you guys to post on LinkedIn, go to the mega contest. And we have given, this month also we had very little, what we expected, we saw very few participation compared to that. So I think today is the platform. Today we should definitely introduce this to you guys, that please participate in Engagement Superstar mega contest. Share it on LinkedIn, whatever you are discussing among your team, share with like all the community on LinkedIn, right? And people are definitely going to reach out to you guys if you are doing this, right? Because we have seen in Alma X when like all students, candidates, they were sharing about their caption project, about their learning, about their understanding on LinkedIn. Uh, like they were getting a lot of traction from hiring partner, and even we were getting responses from hiring partners. Okay, this particular students I want to conduct an interview. Like we are not approaching them, they are approaching to us through that post itself, just by looking that post. So those all things we combine together and finally introduce this engagement superstar. So please go ahead, go to your onboarding program, onboarding course, look at engagement superstar, like discuss with your team, and whatever you are discussing, whatever outcome you are seeing, just share it on LinkedIn.
Right. Yep. I think, yeah, hopefully you utilize Learning 3.0 to its fullest. And this is the another major release that we had. So we, have a dedicated mentorship and assignment portal right now, plus a Netflixy kind of a dashboard. So all of these products are being powered by Arshan and the engineering team. So kudos to them. So you guys want to talk a bit about it, Vikash, Arshan?
Right, so Arshan, you can go first.
Yeah, I think all this while we have been developing quite a lot of products. So I think on the learning side, developing entire mentorship kind of interactive platform where students can interact with mentors. And also, like going forward, there is a lot of products in pipeline. We are building out job dashboards wherein students will have an easy access to manage their entire job tracking and all that scenario. And apart from that, there are products coming in on the CBL part where we will be basically pitching in some products that will help the learning journey for all our students. So yeah, quite interesting products actually coming into pipeline. Some of them will be market first product, which like other edtech companies have not yet conceptualized or maybe are not using it. So we are very like optimistic on these products. So hoping the best that this actually helps out the entire learning community.
Right. And one other thing, so we have been focused really on developing a very strong community, very rich community. And in fact, the provision of those Airmeet basically chat tables or chat rooms. So that's the beginning of it, right? Where we wanted to foster a lot of group interactions. And I definitely think in online setup, team-based learning is the best way to move forward. So let's say even if you're learning in a cohort, you cannot possibly hope to interact with 50 people or 100 people or maybe 30 people. But let's say if you stick to a team and you can find really like-minded people who of let's say a size of 5 6 people, I think that's way better. And I think that is what will help you so that you can do projects together. You can ask them whenever you are facing any issue. So that is there. And one other thing that will soon be launching our AlmaBetter app. So I think, yeah, stay tuned for that. And so that app will have everything. So all the community interactions, your dashboard and everything will be there. So just, yeah, stay tuned for it. So it will be available really soon. So yeah, I'm hoping, yeah, everyone would like it. So let's see.
And so I think that's on the community bit. Any new products that are coming up, Arshan, from Alma's perspective?
So I think, yeah, Arshan mentioned that we have been so we're building this job dashboard where let's say if I am a student and I want to, let's say, interview at a particular company, and I want to see who else has taken interviews at that company previously. So it could be, let's say, our alum, or it could be any mentor who could be working in those companies. So we can go, that particular student can go through those questions, and they can in fact book mentorship sessions with those. So I think this is really good because here we are sort of trying to leverage the experience, and that is what we want to make available to our students
Yeah,
in Almax.
yeah. In fact, the whole idea is that every single interview experience that any student is having on our platform is not going just like is not getting wasted out. It is being utilized for someone else. So every
Yeah,
footprint that you leave, right, is being followed by someone else, and the person is actually utilizing it quite well. So we
right.
are planning to actually create a product which kind of structures this out and whatever happens in the community, so it's like peer-to-peer learning. Whatever learning you do is by default shared with others, and people can actually leverage out of your experience. So that's the kind of path that we want to have for each and every learner out here, so that you don't have to start from zero, right? If someone studying at Alma Better has already interviewed at a particular company, so you are already at a level 10, right? Now you start from 10 instead of starting from zero. So this is a kind of pitch that we want to have for our students, so that they have an edge over other people out there. So
Right.
that's the vision that we have for this.
Definitely. So not only you can see the interview experiences, but you can also connect with those specific
Correct. Yeah.
people to prepare for your future interview. So I think this is a very good blend of things, and I'm pretty sure a lot of students will really find that useful. And I think a lot of people have find it useful, but of course they did not have access to that product, but we're doing it, let's say, on the back end side of it.
Yeah,
So
I saw a few comments, people saying that they really liked the dark theme. So yeah, I think that was a great thing done by Akash. So he's one of our UI UX guys. So he conceptualized that theme, and then the broader team picked it up and deployed it. So yeah, even we like it as much as you guys like it.
Right. And I think, yeah, so great products coming up next. So stay tuned, guys. And I see a lot of messages regarding the merchandising, right? So I'll share how to claim your goodies towards the end. So just stick to till the end, and we'll share the steps, right? So okay, so I think the next thing that we were able to do is we were able to loop in 200 plus hiring partners thanks to Ravi, right? And this has led to a market beating placement rates for Alma Better, which we are very proud of and boast very, so Ravi, you want to throw some light on this part? Of
Actually,
course,
I think we talked already a lot about it. So the thing is that, we do have right now, we have, crossed 1 year, and we have a good network of hiring partners. And like Vikas and Arshan was mentioning, there are good products building up where, the placement preparation can happen in a very seamless manner, in a very effective manner. So, there are two parts of, getting a job. One is that, we source you the interview. And then the second thing is that, you do well at the interview. So sourcing the interview will happen through this hiring partners network. Whereas all those products and, everything, all the processes that we have, that will help in kind of excelling at those interviews. So yeah, we have everything set up. I think in the near future, we would see, more and more students getting placed, and hence this, network will also keep growing. So, and with respect to the last point, which is, the market getting placement, and of course, so the kind of emphasis that we put on education is kind of, it is a notch higher than what other players are doing. So that way it helps us, and that has been our intent since the very, inception of AlmaBetter itself. So keeping that thing in mind, we have been, actually doing much better than all the competitors that are out there, and especially because, see, the fact that we tell you that, you don't need to pay us 2 lakh rupees before you get placed means, speaks a lot about it, that, we are actually confident in the ability of, our system generating good data scientists. And hence, we are confident that, okay, we will produce outcomes which are not, unparalleled basically across industry. That's how things are working. Probably, it should get better in the future. So nothing much to add, but probably it's a comfort zone for us and for the students. It should be for the students as well.
Right. Yep. And regarding the minutes of learnings delivered, so I'm just tracking a graph of all the activities that happen over our platform. Just wanted to show you this colorful graph that I kind of keep track of, right? So I keep track of the numbers, but this is how the breakup of the learning looks like, right? So more or less we are tracking this from October, and till now the growth has been exponential in nature in terms of the learning that is happening in the community, right? So starting from live lectures, lab experiments, industry projects, one-on-one mentorship, guest lectures, mock interviews, daily assignments, community participation, and recently we introduced peer discussions. So you can see how the curve is growing, and cumulatively we have been able to track around 65 million minutes of learning. And this, we are not able to track learnings that you are doing on your own. I hope you have spent probably overall 65 million more minutes, which we were not able to track for good, let's say, right? So yeah. I think I'll stop share now, and maybe we
There are a few questions in the chat about
right.
placement things, and they're asking for statistics. So guys, for your
Mhm.
information, so we have been able to place everybody to whom we promised a job, which means that 100% of the placement rate has been there till now. So anybody who joins Almax gets placement within the next 2 to 3 months. So as aspirants, your focus should be, your motivation should lie towards getting into Almax, and be, to in order to get there, you already know what are the processes. So you're focused there. In terms of, somebody is also saying that our majority of the hiring partners startups. No, it's not like that. So guys, everybody needs to analyze their data, be it small companies, middle scale companies, or large companies. Everybody needs to analyze their data. Everybody has requirement of data scientists, and our students are placed across all kinds of companies. There are people who are placed at startups. There are people who are placed at bigger companies like American Express or Accenture or JP Morgan. So we have covered all kinds of companies. We don't really differentiate, and neither do we need to. So for your comfort, all kinds of companies and everybody has gotten placed.
Right.
Yeah, and don't worry about placement, guys. As we already told, right, that your placement is our bread and butter, and we won't sleep hungry. So
Right.
don't worry on that. We will ensure that.
Good way to put it. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
Someone is saying, is it hard to join LMIC? So, guys, people are coming to LMIC. So, like, it's not impossible, right? If people can
Yeah,
do it,
it's
if
hard,
someone
but
can do it,
it's
you
not
can do it.
impossible. It's not
Exactly.
easy. So I think it's not easy, to be very frank. I think Soumya and Shubham would agree, and all the people, right, who have achieved jobs. So if you have to achieve something in life, in India at least, it's not easy. If you were born in US, probably you would get some money for free, right? But in India, you have to earn it, right? So that's it. Probably that's
Yeah,
the
and
right.
point is that if it comes easy, you don't value it. If it comes
Correct.
hard,
Right.
you'll actually cherish it throughout your life. That this is something that you have achieved on your own. We are just basically a medium for you to actually achieve what you are capable of. That's the whole idea.
And like this whole data science domain is high paying job domain, right? Like eventually after 2, 3 years, you will be earning 15 to 20 lakh PA. So
Mm.
you can imagine that if you are coming into this particular domain, you should be well educated, right? You should be well trained. You should have certain skills. So that is like that you can gain through the practice that you can gain. Like it will be a little bit, tricky and difficult to get that, but you need to hustle, right, to achieve those
Yep.
things.
I think we should spend some time with our alumni as well. So I think a lot of people have joined in. So probably our mates can shut down the videos so
Mhm.
that the alumni can now turn on their videos and we can have a chat with them, right? So that would be great. So I think Smriti, Rohan, Sumanta, Shweta, Yagnik, Dilawar, can you guys turn on your videos? Yep, great. Great. Aditya is also here. Nice to see you guys after a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, the rest of you can also try to, turn on the video. It would be great for the interaction. So,
Right. Vanshika,
okay.
Rohan.
Yeah.
Great, guys. So I think, yeah, so we will just have a quick chat with all of you. Um, I hope the students are happy seeing you guys. So they had, so all of, uh, the pro members were actually they were very demanding of when we will meet the alumni, right? So I think today is the day. So I would yeah, so if anyone wants to share something about their journey, uh,
Yeah, actually, they must.
it would be great. Yeah, so anyone
Any
want to
advice you would like to give? Anything
right.
interesting that came up in your journey? Any challenge that you faced when you kind of felt like nahi ho payega, but then you again picked up things and did it. So, any story that you want to share that will help other guys, you're welcome to do
Yeah,
so.
serious stuff is also fine. If you want to share some fun stuff, that is also fine, right? Anything fun about the teachers, the us, right? So you can
Awesome.
share anything, right? So today you have a free hand. Go ahead. Aditya, you want to share something? I see.
Sure, sure. So yeah, I can start with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much, Shivam sir, Ravi sir, and all the AlmaBetter team. That was really a great journey for me, I would say. Right. And so talking about my journey a bit from the very starting.
Mhm.
राइट सो बहुत सारे लोगों को ऐसा भी लगता है कि ओके पता नहीं सिर्फ ये बोलने के लिए बोल रहे हैं, पता नहीं प्लेसमेंट होगा नहीं होगा, व्हाट विल हैपन आफ्टर वी गेट इनटू अल्मा एक्स, और कितने लोग जाएंगे अल्मा एक्स में. राइट, लॉट मेनी क्वेश्चंस कम टू आवर माइंड व्हेन वी आर एट द वेरी इनिशियल स्टेज ऑफ द प्रोसेस. Right, and I also have those kinds of questions, right? But see, the only aim when I got enrolled into the Alma Better, right, as a pro member, absolutely. So my first aim was to get into Alma X. Okay, and I know many people have that aim. Okay, I want to go into Alma X. So that was also my aim. So absolutely, as Shivam so mentioned, that it's not easy, but it really requires a proper dedication. You have to give certain number of hours of learnings and all the things. But once you're into Alma X, then the process will take care of everything. Right? That I can assure you. Right? So that is the most important thing. What I would say, many people may or may not see the results at the very early stage of the process. But if you are willing to dedicate 1 month to 1.5 month into Alma X, right, the job is done. You will have 3, 4 offers in your hand. Right, that is what I can assure you. Right, so that is the very good process that is designed by the Alma Better team. So I really appreciate that. So
Right.
yeah, that's a bit from my side. Thank you so much.
I think a lot of people have joined in, and you guys probably know that we used to run two programs, Premium and Pro. So many of you probably do not know the context about what it is. So I'll explain. So basically, in Premium, what we used to do is um, we used to take a very strict selection test in the very beginning of joining, and so they were like the top people, right? And we had some limitations in the premium program in terms of the number of students that we can take in the cohort, right? And that's why we had to keep this selection process very very hard. So only 20-30 people you would make it, right? And we used to get around 10 to 15,000 applications for the premium program. So you can think about the competition there. And that's how it used to be. So they were not stopped to come into Almax because they were forced to complete all the learning, which pro members kind of they are doing at their own thing, but premium members are kind of forced to do all the learning stuff to come to Almax, right? So they of course can come to Almax. But what used to creep me out, or it used to feel bad, is that with so many applications coming in, and there were when we were selecting 20-30 people, there were always 10 people whom we could not take because of the limitation of the seats, but they actually deserve to be in the cohort. And that kind of would break my heart, right? So to reject people. And premium program, as you know, so if you are into the premium program, your life is set, right? So it's like a life deciding uh, test, right? So I kind of felt that I'll be many of the students would be cursing me not to take in the not to take them and reject them in the premium program. So I thought that I am not the one to decide anyone's destiny. So you guys should have owned that thing, right? So, and that's why we are now opened it up, right? So you do your thing. You can come and you can learn and complete the thing, show your dedication. If you have shown your dedication, we will show our dedication in Alma X, right? So that is now how it works right now, right? So that is how Pro plus Alma X is designed now, right? So that's why I did not want to take the responsibility of uh, you know rejecting someone from this, right? So you guys now have that uh, uh, power, right? It's now upon you to struggle and put that many hours of learning, keep up your motivation and come to Almax, and then we will show our hard work, right? Because most of our capabilities in terms of job preparation lies in Almax, which is interspersed in the premium program, right? So throughout, that's it, right? But that has been collapsed in the Almax thing for the pro members, right? So you just come there and then we'll show our true power in Almax, right? So you'll see process which are very well structured, right? in terms of placement preparation. Okay. So yeah, I think Sumanta from cohort Nilgiri. So I think Aditya was one of the first students to come into AlmaX from Pro. Sumanta, whereas belongs to the premium program cohort Nilgiri. Right. Sumanta, you want to share
Everyone.
your experience?
Yes, definitely. Thanks, Shivam. Thanks, the whole AlmaBetter team. So, a short introduction. So, I graduated in 2021 from mechanical engineering.
Mhm.
And so, yes, like in last like February, I joined AlmaBetter. And as you know, I'm the alumni of that, and I got placed through their processes and got placed within, I think, 5th month after joining the cohort Nilgiri. I got placed after fifth month, I guess. Yes, it was 5th month. So yes, like talking about the journey, how everything started and how my life changed. I would say means uh, in my friend circle, in my juniors, my seniors, everyone is saying like we are in unfortunate batch basically. So we are the COVID batches where we don't have any placements coming in our colleges, and yes, what I can say, like as I come from the core background, so it might true like some guys from computer science, non-core background, they can get placed like maybe with some decent amount, like decent package, but in civil mechanical like that, like the core branches, it's very difficult to to place or to get a placement from the college. And yes, uh, so I think like it was good time I utilized. I think that was in August, or no, it was December, I guess. It was December. Is it December, Shivam? Like when it all started the processes of admission into cohort Nilgiri?
Yes, it
December.
was in December, and the cohort started in Feb. Right.
Yes. I think I was watching a YouTube video on international affair. So I got the ad about the about the Alma Beta. I went into your website and search about that. Now all the students who want to follow their career, follow their passion in data science, basically you have large access to the alumni like us, right? You can directly connect, and lot of connection request we are getting, and you are asking suggestions what about the Alma Beta, and like we are the success, right? Means Alma Beta like helped us, you can connect, but at that time there is few students. So I would say means the like uh, the summary I want to explain this, like we don't have we it was it was a, I could say, we don't have any option, so we trusted in Alma Beta, and Alma Beta placed us. That's it. We don't have access, we can't get alumni access, and we could talk directly to them, right? So it's your choice now, and you can trust, and we already are in placed in a better position to a decent amount of salary. So you can definitely trust and join Alma Beta. And one thing that Shivam mentioned, that there is no shortcut for hard work, right? So you have to force yourself and push your limits, and you can succeed definitely. That's it.
Right. So, Smriti, you want to share your journey?
Yeah, thank you, Shivam. Um, yeah, I would say it was really a great experience with the team. I joined Alma Beta, like I'm from the Nilgiri cohort, so it was, I would say, like it was, the journey was more uh, like fruitful compared to the end goal, because it was really good learning experience with the friends that I met at the Nilgiri cohort. Uh, that was really great. And like after getting placed, or like I used to get questions from some of the students, like, is it how hard it is to really get into this field, being from a non-tech background. And I personally am from a non-tech background. I have done my like masters in science, so basically I have a BS and MS. So but I was completely into this field, like I knew that I wanted to pursue this, and that's the entire reason behind joining Alma Better. So I just went with my guts, like if I really want to do this, why not pursue it? Like, and just take the risk and trust Alma Better with this. And ultimately, it turned out to be really good, I guess. And thank you, Alma Better, for everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Vanshika was our first student. So, Vanshika, we want to share uh, your experiences. Maybe some
Yeah.
fun facts, I think, if you can. Yeah.
Apart fun fact, one thing that I seriously took from Alma Mater is like it was very smooth until it comes to our placement. Like Vikash and Shivam was constantly been with us, but during the placement times when it was very difficult for me to crack an interview, and when I came to Shivam, he just said to me that believe in the process. And these four words has literally been a magic to me since then. Like if anybody from Alma Mater even turns to me to ask what can I do or is there any shortcut to crack the Almax or something, that those are the four words that I have to share to anyone. Like believe in the process and you can land up with anything you are dreaming of.
Yep.
So even nowadays, if I feel stuck somewhere, so those are the kind of words that I recall to get it out of. So firstly, I'd like to thank you for that, Shiva.
Sure. Thanks, Vanshika. Thanks so much. I think, yeah. So that's the universal truth, right? So if there is a process that many people have benefited with, you better believe in it, right? So there is no shortcut to that, right? Of course, the process keeps getting better because we have a very dedicated team working in the background. But the process which we have right now, it's so robust that you'll not be disappointed at the end of it, right? So just follow the process bit by bit and you'll get there, right? Dilavar, we want to share your experiences. So Dilavar and Vanshika used to work in the same company before.
Right, right. And we have also joined at the same time and in the same branch,
Yep,
like
yep.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah, thanks, Shivam. Like I would like to say, like while I have joined, so I don't have so much knowledge about the data scientist, and really I have started with the basic Pythons and go deeper and learned a lot of things. And sometimes if I talk about the placement activity, we have like feel some demotivated between them, but we have some sessions like engagement session on the weekly basis where you and Vikas came to us, and you are always saying that just believe in our process and and just focus on your learning in your learning purpose. You will end up sure you will end up with a job. So yeah, that is really like helpful, and yeah, that's it.
Right. No, so I think, yeah, that's
Jatin has his hand raised. Jatin, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, hi everyone. So Jatin this side. So like I can see some people are asking ki how difficult is that to be in Alma X. So like usually I just skip the YouTube ad or just skip any other advertisement. But when I got to know about Alma Better, I checked the website. I I did not have trust. I did have trust issues about any institution. So I checked the fees and also I thought why not to give it a go. So I joined on a monthly basis, and I got to know about the content which was world class and it was like good content. So I had this thing in my mind. I would just focus more on content, more on learning, not on placements, because I had this thing. I had a belief in me and Alma Better also. After getting to know about the content, key Alma Better will get me placed if I know things. And admitting in Alma X is not that easy, but it is easy if you start preparing from very first day. Yeah.
Yep.
So that was my journey. I started in February, and on 8th of May, I got admitted in Alma X, and I I got placed in a startup. It's a Chennai-based startup. So yeah, it's a happy data scientist talking.
Great to know, Jatin.
Yeah, so
Just to
great.
add one point to what Jatin said regarding that trust issues. So I totally agree with that, Jatin. Many people have that at the very starting, right? Because this is a kind of a newer model in India. right? These kind
Yeah.
of models are there in other countries, but it's the kind of first in India. So I also have that thing, and I would say around for 3 4 days I researched a lot in all of these things, right? And I once I get to know, okay, these are from IIT Kharagpur, so these people will
Yeah.
absolutely don't do some
Right. Right.
fraud kind of thing.
I also
So
checked that, and like after that, like fees was also too low. Like people like me could join easily. So like on that minimum fees, we can spend that money on like anything. But
absolutely.
yeah, but absolutely the content, due to content only, I can say due to content only, I learned a lot and I got placed.
Yeah, and one more thing is that all other courses I have researched a lot, right? So all
Yeah.
other courses are charging us the fees upfront,
Yes. Right.
right? So this was the one good thing that I know many students at the later stage, they have that thing in their mind, okay, parents se paise nahi lene pade,
Yeah.
right? So that is the one good thing I would say, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. And yeah, so one question to also point out here is like many people think that okay, we are from core branches, from mechanical, from civil, or from industrial engineering. So is that we can do data science? So this is just a kind of clarification that data science is not a IT industry thing, right? It's
Yeah.
something that can be related or combined with any of the industry,
Yes. Right.
and that can create wonders for you. So just wanted to add that.
Yeah, I am from mathematics background. I did not have any coding background or any IT background. I then also I did it. I did it, and like yes, you're right, Aditya.
Yeah,
In
two
addition
years
to
back,
Jatin,
I was a kind of coding hater.
Right. So Soumya, you want to say something?
yeah, as for my experience, what I have learned from AlmaBetter and Alma is that first of all, you have to accept all the things you are lacking. जैसे कि मेरा मॉक इंटरव्यू में एक फर्स्ट मॉक इंटरव्यू में पूरे नहीं आया था so I accept that yeah I am lacking these things. That's why it kind of motivated me to work on that, and after one mock interview I got 5 star from the lab mentor, and it's the first part. The second thing is you have to trust the whole process, and I can say surely that if you are following this process then you will be getting a good and decent job. And the third thing is you have to extract all the positives from this, from everybody you meet and everything you have, and don't just आप हटा दो वो मतलब कमी निकालना हटा दो. अगर आप कमी निकालना हटा दोगे तो लाइफ में ऑब्वियस सक्सेसफुल होगे. अगर सब में पॉजिटिव होगे तो सक्सेसफुल होगे तो उसमें से कोई मतलब आपको रोक नहीं सकता. That's all.
Yep. Sweta has also joined in. I guess Sweta, you want to share some fun facts or anything you want to share?
Yeah, thanks, Shivam. Yeah, one fun fact would be like sometimes in the middle of the modules, I
Mhm.
used to feel that why do I even need to do this? Why this thing is required? Why all this thing is required? I'm attending the lectures isn't that enough for me?
Mhm.
But now that everyone from the batch has got placed, and now I feel the importance of each and everything. Like everything is designed for a purpose. So, to every one of you who are attending this particular session, so everything is designed for a purpose. Just believe in it, and things will happen. Just believe it. That's it.
Right. Yagnik, you want to share? Yagnik and Somajit, you want to share some things together? You have been in the same cohort, so they are from the first cohort, Ravli.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So, first of all, thanks for this call. Actually, after a long time, got a chance to meet all of you. And yeah, I had some good experience as well as some funny as well. There are times that I was totally frustrated in the sense when it was the deep learning part, right? So I thought that now I cannot go ahead with this. So at that times we had mentor sessions that helped me a lot. So I was going asking everyone that this is the thing now I'm done. To machine learning it was good, but then on yeah the mentors were that they motivated me, and yeah now I'm in fact working on that deep learning parts on the CNN models and training right now. So yeah,
Great.
that was something. Uh,
That's
and for
great.
about it was yeah very good experience and lot of connections. Every people are helpful for it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you need to push the limits, right? So
right.
that's how it works.
So I think Rohan is also here. So
Yep, Rohan is.
maybe Rohan, do you have any interesting or funny anecdote to share?
Yeah, so I mean, talking about my journey, I would say it was really a roller coaster ride, like everybody else as well, right? But the entire thing was like the word that is most constantly used here, process, right? MSD uses it the most. The next most is used by Alma Beta. So that's the entire thing, right? Process is what keeps it going. You will have ups and downs. Yeah. There will be days where you get everything. There'll be days where you get nothing in the class, and you have to go back and learn, right? So there are these things that happen. There are these ups and downs that happen. But if there is a thing if there's a blueprint in place, you know exactly what to do, when to do. So that is what is the best thing about this system that we have in place here. And one thing that I would like to talk about is the peer support that we have, right? So this cohort system, initially I thought that it wouldn't work as much as you guys think it would, but being a part of the system I realized that it really works, because having a close net of 20 to 30 people, in my case for our cohort, where everybody is targeted towards one thing, it was really helpful, because whenever we are stuck somewhere, or whenever we are feeling down or something, we have people who are experiencing the same things going with us, right? So that is something that is very underrated, I would say. The entire peer experience as well is something that is very helpful throughout the journey. So I made like a lot of friends in my cohort as well. So I think that is something that has helped us a lot. Yeah, so that is what I would
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. So thanks, Rohan, for such nice words. I think.
Yep.
Right. I think Karthik is also here.
Karthikeya
So
and Samajit are also here. Let's hear from them
right,
also.
guys, can you turn on your video? Right. So Karthik with his long hair. Right. So I guess you guys would have seen. Huh?
Yeah. Hi everyone, how are you? I joined late actually.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Yeah. So how are
Yeah,
things with you, Karthik?
everything's going well. A little pressure of projects in my company right now. The delivery date has come.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So how was
Good
your
to hear.
Can you share some anecdotes, funny ones? I know you
Yeah,
have
sure.
some.
Right.
Yeah, I do. So I remember almost in the end, when the placements were starting, we were all tensed, Dilawar, Vanshika, and me. And we were also tensed, and we used to participate very less in the lectures by the end. So we had a class with Shivam and Vikas. So we got a very bad scolding that day, that why do you guys not participate? And at that moment we were like, yeah, we should get back to the pace. So that would be, I think, one of the fun memories I realized that I have of AlmaBetter.
Right.
So how we actually have become a family, that was the point that showed.
Right. Yep. Yep. Somajit, you want to share something similar?
Yeah, but I don't think I have a much chance of fun because I joined late, and but the thing means I joined, I guess, 2 months later, I guess.
Yep.
So first 2 months it got like the earlier assignments and the current assignments, and then I guess the last 2 months, I guess I was the maybe the first ones who started giving interviews. So and I guess for the most of the companies, like they're giving some assignments but not selecting me anything or replying me. So I actually doing assignment from companies also, and doing the projects here also in the AlmaBetter. So I remember one thing, like means that time, those Alma-X terms were not there like that much, because we are the first batch. So but we used to complete all them, because the interviews are coming thick and fast, so we need to complete all the modules before that. So I guess I remember I had 2-3 modules in a day. So
I remember one day that I pinged Shivam. So when we will do our session, so he pinged me like we can do at 2 a.m. So I thought that 2 a.m. So the thing is that when you see this much dedication is from the other end, so that actually motivates you to do more. So after that, actually our I guess 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. that meeting was fixed for the 1 or 2 week. So that is the thing. So means I don't want you to guys to means that it is not that it should be with everyone, but the thing is that me personally I didn't got the chance to also having all the people also means I hardly talked to Kartika, I guess. So the thing is that I joined late and I got placed early. So that is the thing. And I guess means as everyone is saying like just trust the process, and if you just work hard for this 2-3 months, and a reward will be paid. And also I just want to add like sorry to Vikas, because I just remember after seeing his face that the day I got the job, I texted him that I will call. So I guess
Right.
that time didn't come. So because means I joined the company, and the time was that I got to the project. That project delivery timeline was that time only. So
Right.
thing happens in the consultancy companies. So that is the thing. So I'm really sorry, because
That's
so
fine,
I
man.
used to means I generally talk with Shivam oftenly, but I didn't get the
Right. So
time.
I think not many people know, but Somajit texted me on LinkedIn, right? He was very worried at one point of time, and he texted that, okay, I'm not getting a job. I had done courses here and there and all of that, right? So, so I took it to myself that, okay, can I place someone within 2 months, right? So, that was my personal challenge, Somajit, right? And
Even I guess the
so,
chemistry, I guess I was with Shivam. So from everyone from our batch, I was thinking like I and Shivam was kind of relative. I guess so many people, Shivam, right? You know Shivam, right? I'm just saying, no. See, I mean, you can check my LinkedIn post also. See, this day I messaged him that if I can
right.
join and do this thing. So that is the thing.
Yeah. Great. I think we talked to everyone. It was really fun. Is anyone missing? No, right? From the
I
alumni.
think people are missing Devash's post, I guess.
Right. People are missing. Devas's boss is the cooler one
I
in
think.
in cohort Aravali, I guess. He was the first one to get placed. So I think he is missing today. But yeah, we'll let him know that he should not miss the next one. Okay. Yeah, so I think we had quite a good time with our alumni, and thank you guys for taking out time. I know you guys have been busy now that you are working and as a data scientist, and so great meeting you guys together after so long. And yeah, thank you so much for your time and interacting with the fellow aspirants.
Yeah, people are asking for party. I think.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think I think cohort Aravali should have an offline meet also.
Right. So no, I think
Yeah.
that is true, and we'll definitely arrange something for our alumni. Right. So
Yeah,
we
Lord Vikas will soon be throwing out a party for everyone. Yeah, that's what we can
Right.
expect.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I generally throw out parties for everyone who just asks me. So yeah, you'll not
Yeah.
be disappointed.
Right. So I think for the larger community, just come to AlmaX, get placed, and be a part of our closed community, and we'll party together. Okay. So as simple as that. Just put in your hard work as much as possible. Right. So. Okay, great. I think apart from that, I think we have so Vikas has a fun quiz to share, right? So he will not come to a live session without Kahoot, right? So
Right.
Vikas.
I think there's some issue with screen sharing on my laptop. So
Yeah,
Shivam, can you do that?
I know.
No, you
I
can just reconnect Vikas. You have to give access, I think. You need
correct.
to
So
give
maybe you
permission.
should just leave it till that time we
Yeah,
can.
I think if you can share, I can host the quiz.
Okay. So
Okay.
let me just check once. Okay, yeah, I think I have it now.
Right.
Uh,
So it's less of a quiz and more of a poll sort of thing. So I hope, yeah, we wanted to have some fun questions in front of you. So let's see. I think, yeah.
I think let me just share my screen. Is it visible?
Right. So yeah, I think, yeah. So you guys, yeah, you know what to do. Just go to kahoot.it, right? I think you have heard the sentences way many times, right? So log in to the Kahoot using the game pin. So I think, yeah. Yeah, that sound of Kahoot, I think, yeah, it would be some a bit of nostalgia for a lot of alumni, I guess, right? So they were pretty excited and scared at the same time, I would say. Yeah, we are getting flurry of participation. So yeah, just hop into the Kahoot game, guys, as soon as possible. I think there could be some limit on it, maybe. I guess.
Let's see.
After I meet, we are testing Kahoot now.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
So right now we are stress testing everything, Chirag.
Okay, so we'll just wait for 10 more seconds, guys. Then we'll get started. We're already nearing the end time.
Yep.
Okay, so all right. So should we get started, or should we give them
I think
some more time?
more people are joining in. So please do join quickly. Kahoot.it. Just open it in your browser and type the game pin. Yep, I think it's.
I think
stable
this is
now.
the first quiz with the greatest number of participation.
Yep.
At least I can recall in my experience. Okay.
Okay, great. I think we can.
All right.
start now.
Let's start.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is AlmaBetter Foundation Day. So that's what are you saying? AFD. Okay. So who do you think is the most easily accessible from AlmaBetter score team? So of course, most easily accessible person. So I think pin is available at the bottom, guys. If you have not joined, so you can enter the game pin. So let's see. Right. So this is going to be interesting.
But I can already guess, I think. Because why did you not put your own name? Otherwise, it would have been a default winner. That's
Wait for
Okay,
it.
hang on,
Wait for
man.
it.
Hang on.
I think okay. So Alok is beating Shivam by a little bit of margin. So that's what the consensus. All right. So I think Arshan is the least accessible. Okay,
yeah,
Ravi
right.
is.
It's
All right.
I'm not
That's
Ravi, I
much.
guess.
because of the nature of the job, you know.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I am the
Okay.
least involved into this.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on to the next
Interactions
question.
will always come first. Yeah.
Right, right.
Let's move ahead.
Okay. This is. Did you miss Vikas in the last question? I prepared this quiz. Right. So yes or no? So this is the first time I had to download my photo and upload that media in the Kahoot. Right. So okay. So yeah, everyone missed
Yes,
me. Okay,
majority.
thanks
Yeah.
guys for your love and
At least
support.
almost everyone missed you.
I think 28 people need counseling.
Right.
Go to your
Right.
calendar, Vikas.
Okay.
Right. Okay, let's move on
These
to the next
28 people, I'm guessing these 28 people are not studying.
No, no, I think
Better watch the
maybe
class.
I might have missed their messages. So I guess so.
Yep.
Yeah, I get a lot of messages over Slack, and there are times when I easily miss messages. So sorry about that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we can move on to the next question. So describe AlmaBetter in one word. So you can pick any adjective, noun, whatever you think, and just mention this. So you just only have 20 seconds. So just do it quick. All right. So just 10 more seconds, guys. Need to find that one word. Wait. I think. Okay, so let's see the answers. Okay, I think there are too many answers. Okay, no. Okay. So perfectibilous, perseverance, best. Okay, awesome. I think
Best, awesome,
best,
and hope are the like most.
great, better. All right, superb, interesting. Vikas classes. Okay, thanks, guys.
कड़क है
Kadak hai. Okay, Alma better is better. Silver lining. All right. Okay, learn and return. Did anyone write that? Yeah.
Mountain to climb. I think that was not one word, but
Okay, but apex, school, be better. Okay, growth. I think yeah, these are really interesting.
yep. DS equal to Alma better. I think one comment is DS is equal to Alma better. So probably let's burst the myth in the next question.
Right. So which domain is Alma better eyeing next? So I think, do you guys have any idea? Is it software development, blockchain, product management, AR or VR? So
I
what do you
think
think, guys?
if you are following us on LinkedIn closely, you would know the
Yeah,
answer.
I think some people were already mentioning that out on comments.
That I saw that.
So yeah, I'm hoping good answers on this.
So yeah, as majority people said, this is going to be blockchain. So we are soon going to be launching a program on blockchain development, and hopefully we should be able to release it by this coming December or next year January, and we'll soon roll out the applications for this particular program. So if you are very excited about Web 3.0, you're excited about cryptocurrency and all of that stuff, if you want to realize what's the power of blockchain technology, so maybe this program could be for you. And as you would know, blockchain developers they are earning a lot, right? Because this field is gaining a tremendous pace, and everyone is sort of trying to get into this one. So we thought that this is a very ripe time. This is a prime time. We should get started, and we should help a lot of really young people who want to actually get into these technologies. Right. So when I first heard of blockchain, I was pretty fascinated. So I think that could be the case for a lot of other young enthusiasts as well.
Right. Just one disclaimer: don't drop out or leave the current program that you are enrolled in to enroll in this. Right. So both are high growth careers, and you should realize that you have chosen one and you should stick to that. After you become a data scientist, you should probably learn for fun and then probably see if that interests you. But if there are some friends of yours who are willing to, let's say, go into this field, then do recommend at that point, right? So that is how you should look at it, and you should focus on data science for now. Okay, great. So I think so that's probably it on the quiz front. I hope you guys had fun. Yeah, I think there is one or two last things that we want to mention. So maybe I'll just show one last slide on the things that we just discussed about blockchain and what we are eyeing next, right? So I guess we had the quiz as well. So these are the things that we are planning to do, right? So these are some of the things that are probably for interest to you. Of course, there are different products coming up in the background, but these things probably are of interest to you. So we're planning a new program in blockchain development. Plus, we are planning an international expansion, so in some select countries. And main motive behind this would be cross-cultural interactions, right? So we want people from different countries to understand different cultures, because with COVID, with everything going online, boundaries are shrinking, and uh, many teams will now operate with people from different diverse countries, right? So this is the aim. And the last point, we want to include a training module for which would, inculcate entrepreneurial mindset into our students, and this will be added to all programs, right? So this is essentially keeping in mind that, of course, we all need jobs, but India needs jobs creators and not job seekers, right? So um, in that, with that bigger goal, probably some of you would be interested in pursuing or opening up a company of your own, in a tech company of your own, maybe in data science, maybe in blockchain, at a later point in life. And in that regard, we want to introduce this into our programs, right? So yeah, so I think that's probably it. I think many more things are coming up, and we'll keep you notified about those as well. But that's probably it. I think only have 5 minutes for today's session, and I just want to end this up with a short video that our alumni were kind enough to give their videos and contribute to this final video that we were able to create, right? So
I
this
think
video,
before that also, so I think there's something about the goodies you wanted to mention.
Everyone
correct,
wants
correct,
to know
correct.
about the
So,
goodies. Let's just
right.
clarify
So
that.
this just comes after the video. So
Okay, all
it
right,
is,
all right.
edit.
Okay, okay, perfect.
Okay, right. So let me just play the video and then share the screen. Just okay.
Many hold degrees and certifications, but they don't guarantee jobs anymore. You need practical industry relevant skills.
I was already doing a job in IT sector, but wanted to make something in data science. But I did not know how to make that shift.
If you don't land a job after the program, you don't have to pay. It was a completely risk-free option in these pandemic times where my finances were highly stressed.
The pay after placement policy shows the confidence they have in their course and the commitment towards the students. All the previous batches had already gotten 100% placements. That shows how well the students are doing.
AlmaBetter provides risk-free education to upskill aspirants, making them job ready within 6 to 8 months. We guarantee placements of at least 6 lakhs per annum.
The best part was the interaction with the industry experts every week. Learning from working professionals kind of boosted my confidence that I was learning exactly what is required in the industry.
My learning experience at AlmaBetter was terrific. The quality of curriculum is best in class. For interactive classes to fun quizzes, I enjoyed and learned at every moment.
AlmaBetter's curriculum is so comprehensive that it covers all the dimensions there are to learning.
Today, I can proudly say that we have been able to place all AlmaBetter graduates.
I always thought I had knowledge but couldn't crack interviews.
In data science industry, knowing the technical skills is not always of the purpose. We have to interact with people, we have to share our ideas. That is the point where AlmaBetter actually helped us, and they were provided us technical as well as soft skills training.
Those mentorship sessions really helped me to fix the things I was not good at, and also identifying them. They identified where I can do better, where I need to improve, and how to approach questions in the interview. And this is something actually no course teaches. years.
Traditional education puts all the risk of learning on the students, causing anxiety and distress. That's why we at AlmaBetter have found a way to provide high quality learning that eliminates risk and guarantees jobs.
AlmaBetter helped me achieve my dream career.
AlmaBetter for risk-free upskilling.
AlmaBetter for placement guarantee.
AlmaBetter for changing your life.
So guys, I think this was the video, right? So great. So I think one last thing that you might have noted. So today, I think we won an award for the best tech startup in the data science category by Tech India Transformation Awards, right? So this has not yet been declared, but we know it's being it will be declared today at around 7 p.m. So that's what we have achieved in probably 1 year, right? And it would not have been possible without all of you guys, right? Our students, mentors, teachers, right? Instructors, our core team members, and you all, right? So thank you so much, guys, for your support. And finally, regarding the goodies, so Alok probably will be floating a form to those who are in the attendee list of this meeting, and you'll have to fill in your shipping address, right? And the goodies will be shipped to you, right? So that's the process. So just wait for the mail or an information from our side, and you will get a Google form, and you'll have to fill the shipping address there, and that's how we'll ship it. And it will take some time for us to ship the goodies because it's large in numbers, and our vendors probably may take some time, but it will reach you sooner or later. Many of you probably would have seen the goodies in LinkedIn, right? Premium members posting, or maybe coaches posting. So yeah, great. Thank you guys. Thank you all for joining. And yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
so
any
thanks
final.
again, everyone, for tuning in this session. I hope you all really enjoyed. And that video was really awesome towards the end. So I think I had seen a bits of it, but it was really awesome.
Yeah, it really added to it.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks
All
guys.
right.
Thanks everyone. Hopefully we connect again soon. We'll try to have more sessions like this where a wider community comes in and we have more talks like this.
Right.
So we'll try
Right,
to.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. We'll try to find the time on regular basis to connect with you. And I think a lot of people really enjoy we are connecting on weekends with someone. They sort of see that, yeah, these guys can help us really achieve better. So I think, yeah, looking forward to, more of these sessions.
All right. So
Thank
thank
you.
you everyone for
Thank you,
joining.
everyone, and
Thanks,
many
guys.
Thank you, guys.
congratulations once again.
Thank you.
All
So
right,
we will be
guys.
sharing the
Okay.
just
Yeah.
one thing, we will be
Thank
sharing the form for merchandise for these goodies on announcement channel. Okay, you guys can go ahead and fill out the
Right. So you'll get all the info over Slack channel. So I think,
Right.
yeah, that would.
Yep.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
So bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye guys.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.